Well, welcome to Wembley. We just announced Jake Paul, Tommy Fury, fighting on the 26th of Feb, BT Sport box office. It's going to be massive, isn't it?
Yes, it's going to be massive. We have to give a shout out to Prince Khalid for making this happen, in Saudi. Brought to you by Skills Challenge Entertainment. So basically, it's a delicious fight. I call it delicious. When you eat something, you're like, wow, this is so delicious.
It's mouth-watering, this fight. The possibilities are mouth-watering.
Yeah, this fight is going to be so delicious.
Is that how you're going to be watching it over in Saudi?
Yeah. This is how I'm going to be watching. Because the same fights, you're like, okay, fine. But this fight, you be like, you be savoring a little piece for the delicious.
Listen, it's definitely going to be a delicious fight. It's a mouth-watering prospect seeing these two guys because they've been here very, very nearly. We've had this fight kind of collapse a couple of times. All I want to know is, who's got the most to lose in this fight? Jake Paul or Tommy Fury?
This is the problem I always have in boxing. They always come up with a concept of like, you got more to lose. If you lose this, where's they gonna go for you? It's all politics, bro. Let me tell you, the loser or the winner, they're all gonna do something better. But it depends.
All I'm saying, I think there's a lot of pressure on both fighters, but I feel like with the comments from Tyson Fury, somebody you know very well, he said, listen, if you lose this fight, you have to stay in Saudi.
And then we'll look after him and convert him to be a Muslim in Saudi.
You know what? It might not be the worst thing in the world, but I guess as I know you're involved in this fight in a kind of a promotional sense as well. But obviously, as you can hear, there's a lot of stuff going on. We're actually just waiting for the guys to come in and do their media shots and some interviews as well. If you hear anything, but I know you're involved in this fight, on a promotional sense, but. Why is this fight so good? Do you think they're both, I guess, at the same level of their careers? Who's fought the better opponents? If there's been huge nights for Jake Paul, his headline cards, was Tommy Fury necessarily hadn't fought on the biggest shows.
I remember Tommy Fury's last fight was in 2008.
I think he did 10 2-minute rounds about a year ago, I think. But that I don't think that was a sanctioned fight. I'm not sure that was a pro fight.
Whatever it's going to be a delicious fight. That's all I say. Be a very tasteful fight. Whatever happens. Yeah. I mean, like, you got one kid calls himself the problem child, and he's a problem. And you got another guy calls himself the TNT. But it's TNT we haven't seen explode for the last 6 months. The problem child has been doing his problem business in the last 2 years, 3 years. Calling out KSI, calling out Tommy Fury, So basically, delicious.
Delicious, I like it. Listen, you know KSI very well.
Yes.
I've even seen. You trained alongside him down at Shoot Fighters.
Yes.
That's another person. If involved in the world of YouTube boxing, people are taking it very, very seriously. Yeah. Do you think it is good for the sport of boxing to have this kind of offset, this YouTube boxing kind of crossover now into the professional space?
You know what, yeah? It's called entertainment, bro. Yeah. The main goal is just entertain those at home. You got the Premier League, you got the League One, you got the and then you got the pub football games.
Yeah.
So basically, it's like this. The pub football games are becoming.
It's a bit of Sunday League boxing.
Yeah, the Sunday League boxing is coming into the Premier League. So basically, you cannot write off.
Blurring the lines between them all.
Yeah, so you cannot blur it off the line. So it's just madness.
Yeah.
It's just how can I explain it? Because I remember growing up, as an amateur. As an amateur, you were a top dog, yeah. And then became white collar boxing, and office guys were boxing each other, or like the McDonald's boxing, the McDonald's franchising boxing, Burger King franchising, things like that. We used to enjoy, go to.
It's boxing. It's the same sport.
It's the same sport, yeah. And now you got younger guys who play games. So you know what?
So I think it's getting people
I can
interested
do
in the
that, and
sport.
then saying they get more braver in doing it. So it's amazing. So you know what? Each to their own, bro. I'm excited. Look at that poster, beautiful. I'm excited.
I think this fight's going to do crazy numbers. You got, I think, like you said, you kind of
I
mix
ain't
it.
gonna lie to you, man. There's so many sponsors on.
Yeah, so you got to pay the fighter somehow. They got Jake Paul's an expensive guy. You seen the chains? He wears almost as many chains as you, bro.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He hit them one time, bro. Absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. Listen, the last question I'm gonna say is: does the winner fight KSI, and who wins that?
Yes. So KSI, yes.
Yeah, KSI wins.
Yeah.
Best top dog in a YouTube game.
This would be a good fight, him and KSI.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. That's a fight we'd love to see.
Be a good fight. Yeah. You know. Because Jake Paul is winning because he's fought bigger guys,
Anderson Silva,
guys
Tyrone Woodley,
so, and he's,
Ben Askren.
Yeah, he's basically to put it in the right words of fighting talk. He f***ed them up properly.
Yeah, we can beep that out. But yeah, listen, you get the message.
You get the message, and Tommy. Tommy's got longer arms than any fighter in the world.
The reach is an important thing in boxing.
Is unbelievable, bro.
So if he can maintain distance,
but this kid is gonna come and look for him. So I'm excited.
It's gonna be absolute fireworks. It's gonna be TNT. There's gonna be problems for both fighters. Pleasure, Derek.
Delicious.
Delicious.